Good morning, everybody. Welcome back there. And so I'm going to Scott selections here for Monday, August 15th. Before getting today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in the WNBA with the Aces -5.5 and -110 on DraftKings. Wasn't easy. I expected Seattle to bench basically everybody in a meaningless game, and yet Seattle started everybody and they actually tried. I don't know why they did that, but it didn't matter anyway. It was a very good game. One of the best games I've ever seen in the WNBA, but the Aces eventually blew it open late and won and covered and picked up a nice win for us. So look for another winner here on Monday. And for today's play, they're going to go to tennis, looking at a match on Tuesday, potentially in the morning, most likely at some point in the middle of the afternoon, between Kyrgios and Fokina. And for this matchup, we're going to take Kyrgios to win in straight sets at -145 on FanDuel. Time recording of 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like Kyrgios to win in straight sets. First reason, shopping around -145 is a great price. Most books have -175 or -180, and yet FanDuel still has 145. That's not going to stand. As this match gets closer, it should probably move up to 170, 180, but I'll take it now before the line shifts dramatically. And looking at the actual reasons why Kyrgios should be a bigger favorite to win in straight sets. To go through the actual numbers, Kyrgios has been very good overall this season. Fokina has not, and Kyrgios is also a very good hardcourt player. Fokina is not. So to go through those numbers, Kyrgios is 27-7 straight up the season. He has also won 12 of his last 14 overall matches. Now, one of them was against Nadal in Wimbledon because Nadal ended up not showing up because he was injured. So he's won 11 of his last 13 actual matches that were played. He also just beat the number one player in the world last week as he ended up beating Medvedev on hard court. But Kyrgios in the last year is 16-6 straight up on hard courts. Meanwhile, Fokina has not been good on hard courts at all. He is 9-17 on hard courts in the past year, and I do think he should struggle in this matchup. We just saw him lose in 3 sets to Schwartzman, but the main concern Fokina has is the unforced error count, and the fact that he makes a ton of really questionable shots. And I do think that as a result, you're going to see him struggle at times to defend his serve. We know Kyrgios has definitely embraced more of a serve and volley into his actual service games, and that's worked very well. And based on that, I do think Fokina should struggle to actually create pressure in a decent amount of Kyrgios' service games, while I think Kyrgios should end up applying a ton of pressure, which should cause Fokina to make a bunch of mistakes, either with regard to double faulting or simply put just sending a couple of forehands or backhands into the net or wide. But either way, I do think Kyrgios should end up holding serve basically every time in this match, and I do think as a result, he should end up winning in straight sets. Plus, he's pretty experienced here at Cincinnati. Kyrgios has played 14 career matches in Cincinnati, and he's 9-5 straight up. Meanwhile, Fokina has played 2 matches here in his career, and he's 0-2. So, based on the actual hard court comfort for Kyrgios in comparison to Fokina, the fact that Kyrgios has looked like one of the best players in the world for the last couple of months, and the fact that Fokina has been really just atrocious on hard courts, I do think is enough for Kyrgios to win in straight sets. Might not be easy, might be 6-4, 6-4, maybe a tiebreaker thrown in there, but I do think Kyrgios should do enough in order to win this match in straight sets. Play there once again here for Monday, August 15th is going to be on Nick Kyrgios to win in straight sets at -145 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.